Hi, this is Sandra with Louisiana Cajun Mansion. I just love sharing our Cajun culture and our food and talking to my guests about all of the foods and especially how the foods are made and sharing all these great recipes. It always comes down to, well, Sandra, what exactly is the Holy Trinity that you're talking about? And I want to be able to share that information with you. But before I do that, I want to explain to you just a little bit about the different cultures. You know, every culture in the world always develops their own type of flavor base, all right? So Cajuns and Spanish have developed theirs, and our Holy Trinity is onions and bell peppers and celery, okay? While the Italians, they use garlic and tomato and basil. Most of the US and Europe use a mixture of carrots and onion and celery, while France uses the same mixture. However, they call theirs mille-pain. So everyone uses their own, everyone has a unique way, and I'm just really proud and excited to be able to show people how to prepare the Cajun flavor base. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you next to my pot right here in my kitchen, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in your pot. Then I'm going to show you what it looks like after about 16 minutes of cooking so that you can see how transparent the onions get. That's pretty important. If you don't cook this flavor base down enough, your dish won't taste the same and it won't taste right. You never want your melody of vegetables to ever be crunchy. By bringing it down to the sauteed, transparent, it blends in with the rest of the foods and mixtures that you're going to mix it in with when you make your sauce. So I'll be right back, and I'll bring you right here in my kitchen.
Most of the Cajun dishes require cooking the Holy Trinity, which is your onions, bell peppers, celery, and I also add garlic. Well, the trick to this is for this specific dish, I've added butter. Sometimes you put olive oil or you could put vegetable oil. This dish requires the butter. Now, you want to be able to cook your onions and bell peppers, all your vegetables down. And I've just started cooking these, and you can tell by looking at them that they're just starting to have it wilted down. But the goal is to get these where they're transparent. So I'll come back in just a few more seconds after this is cooked for about 10-12 minutes, and I'll show you what this. Most of our Cajun dishes all start out with the Holy Trinity. And you ask, well, what's that? Well, it's diced onions, bell peppers, and celery, and you add minced garlic with that also. The Trinity really consists of the first three. Adding the garlic is just an extra that I enjoy adding, and most other people do also. Now, this product that I have here is from Guidry's, and you can get, it's produced in Orneville, Louisiana. However, there are other brands, and I just don't want to sit there and chop all of my vegetables. So with that said, I use this. Now this is a pretty big container, and you're going to see that I'm going to put this in a large pot here, and I'm cooking it, down. Now, this has been cooking, I would imagine for about 10 minutes now on medium to high, and as you can tell, the onions are beginning to get transparent, and it's getting a little dark at the bottom. So because of it, the darkness at the bottom, I've actually lowered my fire just a little bit. Cooking the Holy Trinity correctly determines on how well your dish is going to come out. Today, I've added onions, and I've added butter in here with my onions instead of vegetable oil, because the dish that I'm creating is shrimp and corn bisque. Yum, yum. And you always want to have enough. Now, I'm going to have a pretty big dish today. So this has been cooking for about 12 minutes now, and you can see how the consistency of the onions are really beginning to get transparent. Okay, the Holy Trinity has been cooking now for about 16 minutes. I cooked it on medium to high, and as you can see, the onions have become very, very transparent, and you can kind of see the butter coming through it. Remember, I'm using butter in this dish instead of cooking oil, vegetable oil actually. And I'm going to pick this up so that you can see it just a little bit closer. See how good this looks? The trick to the Holy Trinity is making sure that you cook this down very, very slowly because you want everything transparent. And as this cooks down, the vegetables kind of start coming apart and they form like a little gravy type to it, where you can kind of see, if I add water right now, it's going to make a little gravy, and that's what you want. You don't want to be eating anything that is crunchy. If you haven't done the Trinity properly, then your dish won't taste as good as it should.
You got to see what the Holy Trinity looked like. You got to see how it cooked down. And if you click on the link below right here, you'll get to see some other recipes, but primarily you also get to see, get more information about how the Holy Trinity is put together and how it's compared to other Trinities throughout the U.S. This is Sandra Boer, Louisiana Cajun Mansion. I hope to see you soon.